I was recently asked what my 3 favorite mods were to my kayak, and it didn't take much thought at all. These are my 3 favorites in no particular order. Check it out. So the first thing that I'm going to have to go with 100% is my Yak Gadget quad bar. Now, the reason why I say this is it is easy to load up your tracks on the sides with just equipment and gear, and well, we have these kayaks for fishing, and when we're fishing, I like the sides of my kayak to be pretty much free and clear of anything because, well, what I want is I want to be able to land fish on either side of my kayak without anything blocking me from bringing those fish onto the deck of my kayak. The one thing I don't want to do is block the sides of my kayak from being able to cast or land fish. This quad bar from Yak Gadget allows me to move everything in front of me and keep my sides clear. So that would be probably one of the best things that I have done by far to this kayak. And as you can see, I keep my RAM mount phone holder on there, my Garmin 9SV in front of me, which is probably one of the biggest things that I don't want blocking the sides of my kayak, and well, my Yak Power remote for my Yak Power system. And well, speaking of Yak Power, that's going to be number 2 on my list. Now for me, the Yak Power system is an absolute no-brainer. This thing is such an amazing system, and I don't care if I have 10 more kayaks after this one, I am putting Yak Power on every single one of them. And because it makes everything so simple, everything's plug and play, all your electronics are basically hooked up to one brain, and well, you can't beat it. And here we have my Yak Power remote, and well, super simple. You turn it on, you select what channel you want to use, and well, you turn that thing on with that remote. In here you'll see this is the brains of the operation. I have my relay switch system in here. It is very simple. I did a DIY hull plate here that I mounted it to. You can see here we have our 5 channels, in which I have 3 of them used for my kayak. Now, as far as that goes, I have navigation lights. They are hooked up to my deck lights as well. They're all run to one channel. That way when it gets dark, I can be seen while I'm on the water. I can actually see on the deck of my kayak what I am doing if I need to fumble with any kind of fishing gear. The other I have run to my Garmin 9SV, and the other channel that I have on there is for my USB panel. I've got videos on all this stuff, guys, so go and check them out. Installation videos on all this stuff, including this Yak Power system. But Yak Power by far, love it. Wouldn't change it for the world, and I will continue using Yak Power on all my kayaks. So now, what would be my favorite thing that I've done to this? Well, by far, no brainer. It is this right here. Very simple. That would be putting the motor on my kayak. And guys, well, honestly, that is a no-brainer. That is by far the best move I have ever made. While I do enjoy paddling this kayak at times, and I do like just being on the water, just paddling around, when I want to fish and I want to cover ground, the motor is the way to go. And I recommend doing that to every single person out there who has a kayak and is serious about kayak fishing. And well, I have quite a few videos on the installation of this and how I ran everything. I'll give you a quick run through though to show you guys, and man, I wouldn't change this for the world. So here is the trolling motor. I went with the Wilderness Systems trolling motor mount. This is a 3D printed tilt lock. That by far is probably one of the best things I ever did. I am using the Newport Vessels 36-pound thrust trolling motor. I have a line run from my tilt lock bracket. It comes up through a pulley here. The line runs down into, thank you, Wilderness Systems, factory run tubing. That runs through the kayak and it comes out right here. Now, I threw on the end of my paracord that I ran through that tubing. I just took a handle off of an old trimmer that I had that the pull start on it was bad, so I took the handle off of that. I installed a cam cleat here, and well, you'll see that tilt lock bracket release, and well, at that point all I have to do is pull my rope forward. You'll see on this cam cleat, I will just take that and drop that in between my cam cleat there, and there you have it. The motor is out of the water. So that really is all there is to it. That's just a quick rundown. Like I said, I do have videos where we go in depth in installing this in different segments and in different videos. And yeah, that is probably my #1 favorite thing I've done to this. Oh, side note, custom foot steering. I have a video on this as well. Actually, I'm going to link some stuff down in my description, stuff that I use for this build for you guys, so that you can get Amazon links to see exactly what I have. I have videos on this custom foot steering as well. We'll make this a #4. It's also part of the trolling motor, but this again is just trolling motor mount, or a trolling motor steering. It just allows me to keep hands free so I can continue fishing. But you push this forward, the motor turns. You push the other one forward, the motor turns the other way. I'll show you. There, you can see it. So that is that. I will keep that as part of my 3 favorite mods because, well, that is part of my trolling motor setup. It's honestly actually a very inexpensive mod that you can do for steering your kayak with a trolling motor. And like I said, I have videos on this as well, more in depth. And again, not a hard process to do. Well, yeah, I could have said the trailer that my kayak now is on, that is probably one of the bigger game changers as well for me. It makes loading and unloading my kayak much easier, launching it. This thing gets heavy. All fishing kayaks do. But the Recon 120 definitely is going to get heavy on you. By the time you start adding all your fishing gear, it's going to be really no different than any of the other big kayaks that are out today, like the Bonafide XTR or the other Wilderness Systems new kayak, the Tactical Pro. Those are just heavy fishing kayaks, and you have to expect it when you get heavy into fishing. By the time you throw on your motors, your batteries, your fish finders, all your other gear, it adds up. So these are definitely my 3 favorite mods, and well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, give this video a like. If you don't subscribe, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Check out my links down below for these items that I listed for you guys, and well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Again, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one.